Sports Radio 88.9. But whatever you do, don't touch that dial. This is the home of sports.
Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM.
It is time once again for us to talk about Nigerian players and tell you about their exploits abroad. A bulk of Nigerian players were in action last night. In fact, 24 Nigerian players were last night in Austria as the Super Eagles were held by the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. 1-1 it finished last night at the Jacques Le Mans, Arena, venue of the international friendly between both countries. Anthony Becker-Deremont is my name, and this morning Yinka alongside me will strike. Yinka, how you doing?
Well, I'm fine. Good morning to you, and let's do this right of course, as we talk about Nigerian players.
Let's start the journey this morning from Leicester City, where fans of the club side have hailed. They have come out to hail Kelechi Iheanacho for his efforts for Nigeria last night against the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. Kelechi Iheanacho scored a wonderful goal, and some said that goal reminded them of the Kelechi Iheanacho of old. Kelechi Iheanacho, however, missed a penalty, but the way he buried the ball inside the net reminded many fans of Leicester City and many fans of Kelechi Iheanacho that this is the Kelechi Iheanacho of old. Where did he bring that one back from? They kept asking last night. Kelechi Iheanacho dummied and indeed put the ball inside the back of the net, and Nigerians indeed were very happy, saying that this or that was the Kelechi Iheanacho of old.
Fantastic. Made a good chance out of a little chance, and that's why you simply have to give him credit for that. Like I did say, it was indeed a really very strong one. The defender perhaps does not know Kelechi Iheanacho, does not know the leg he uses, and of course fell for the dummy. Iheanacho turned him, screwed that ball in with his favorite left, placed well, and of course gave Nigeria the goal.
Yes, one man left the camp early. William Troost Ekong has a game on Friday against Derby County. William Troost Ekong, even though he left the team, vice captain of the team, continued to support the team via social media. And at the end, he was not completely disappointed because the Super Eagles had to settle for a 1-1 draw. He returned to the camp of Watford because he wants to cement a place in the defensive line of Watford after joining them this just ended transfer window from Udinese. The man had to leave, but even though he left the camp, he was there in spirit, supporting them via social media. William Troost Ekong.
That paved the way for someone else to take his place, and of course give the coach an extra option to have another player. Mero played yesterday, substitution good. For William Troost Ekong, good. We want to see him. I'm one of those who really frown at the fact that our players keep going down from the from the Serie A to the Championship. I don't want to hear that it's one family that owns the club. Why can't he go to the biggest club of the family? Why do I have to go to the Championship? But then that's where he is now at this point in time. We just have to simply make do with it.
Fans have been talking about the Super Eagles and how they displayed last night against Tunisia. And some of the fans single out Leon Aderemi Balogun as a stalwart. They said he played well against Algeria and also played well against Tunisia last night. What did you make of the performance of the Rangers of Scotland defender, Leon Balogun?
He has to. The Nigerian national team, for me, I feel is now a very strong window for Leon to make a statement, because even at club level,
tends to struggle
at times. So the national team is a place, it provides a succor and a venue for him to show that it's really still very good. Send a message across to the coach there, of course, abroad, and maybe they will now reevaluate and say, okay, these guys can still do it. That could, of course, translate to game time for him at club level as well, and back good for the national team.
Two players were left disappointed by Gernot Rohr, Dele Alampasu, and of course Matthew Yakubu. They did not see action at all as the Super Eagles were held last night and lost to Algeria. Two international matches and no action for the two goalkeepers. Yinka, were you surprised?
I can tell you there was an action for those two goalkeepers. People would not know, it will shock you. I followed them very well and I saw something. The two of them played PlayStation together. Lampasu beat Yakubu 9-1 when they played friendly match together on the console. It showed, I want to tell you something. It showed how perhaps bad they feel and they need to take it away from themselves. Lampasu uploaded it on his display picture Okay, yeah, very happy to have beaten a brother. Now it goes to 1.
That's what, of course, they've been doing in camp.
Oh, Nisha.
For 90 minutes, they toured last night. They watched from the sidelines. Sam Okoye, I knew Genetro was going to do something like that. Genetro cannot be trusted.
We had envisioned.
I said Genetro is too rigid. He's too rigid. International friendly.
Let's see 90 minutes for Maduka.
You've seen Maduka enough.
Then let the other guys share the minutes.
So if you cannot use international friendlies to see other options, what happens?
Game
okay, what happens now when Maduka suddenly something happens? Because nobody knew coronavirus was coming, and then it affected other goalkeepers.
Yeah.
And then Uzo got injured. At least in case of emergency, know that you'll be able to, but it's too rigid. Too rigid. But at the end, that's how, of course, it finished. Let's see if we can take a few of your calls this morning as we look at Nigerian players and how they have fared for the Super Eagles over 2 matches. Algeria and Tunisia. 0700 0000 889. In case you do not, of course, somehow you missed the games. Last night it ended 1-1. And against Algeria, it ended 1-0. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Anthony.
Good morning to you.
John and Johnson.
John and Sultan, good morning to you.
My name is Roger of Motoshow.
Okay.
Anthony,
Yes.
I just want you to please look for a way to interview Jonathan Afomori without our current coach. That's what I want to see.
Well, we've done that before now. We know the standard.
Because Anthony, this morning I not anything. If you talk to my blood is hot. This coach cannot take us anywhere. Anywhere. You have actually not okay. You do friendly. You cannot keep one. You can't keep
Okay. Let's see if we can squeeze in one more caller before we go. Genetro. Of course, Nigerians are not too happy with the Franco-German tactician. 1-1. It finished last night against Tunisia, and it has left more questions than answers. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Cookie from Ojota.
Just your name. Is your real name Cookie?
Yeah, that's my real name, Cookie.
Okay, go on.
Smart call, Genetro. I don't know why I don't think the coaches that don't know how to play tiki-taka football.
Which one is wait, Cookie. Since we got independence in 1960, any Nigerian team play tiki-taka?
Yeah, you really know the way to play tiki-taka football. If you are kids, they are playing tiki-taka football.
They don't play it again.
I don't like this kind of football. They play ball from the back and kicking ball straight to the other goal. That's not football. Football has gone to a new level of football. Okay. You can see the starting. They are playing better football. So you watch them, you enjoy their game. So you understand. I don't expect this guy to take us far. This guy is not doing it good. Not doing well at all.
Okay.
Anthony,